Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 12th of March 1988. In this part, I want to do three things. I want to start taking a look at the practical side of vehicle maintenance. I also want to look at the vehicle replacement mechanic because I don't know anything at all about that. And also, if there's enough time, what I'd like to do is start looking at preparing for implementing the waste management system, which is going to be a real challenge, is probably the polite way of saying it. But before that, I need to talk about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk about is that there's been another update to the beta release. It's release 0.8.9.17. It was released on, I think, the 1st of July 2023. And it's got a lot of entries related to bug fixes, but the one that really caught my attention was the fact that they've now increased the walking distance to 480 meters, 100% walking speed. Now that is very interesting because if I show you here, if we click on any random building, show you the walking distance, you'll see that I can get up to 377. And bearing in mind that prior to this update, the walking distance was 400 meters. And you can see that nothing's actually going beyond 400 meters at the moment. And the reason for that is that the devs have actually adjusted the values in the footpaths so that you can see now that the walking speed for mud footpaths is 50%. The walking speed for gravel footpaths is 87%. And the asphalt footpath is now 95%. When it was first came out, it was, let me just look it up, I did some calculations, 120%. So the actual 100% distance is asphalt footpath with lamps. Now, to give you an idea of what the consequence of that is, I've made a short insert video, which I'm going to move to now so that you can watch it and get an idea of what the distances are with a pure footpath. So I'll see you once that you've had a chance to watch that. Welcome to this short demo where I'm going to be talking about the changes to the walking distance, which was introduced as part of the 0.8.917 update. Now, these changes are the fact that the maximum walking distance is now 480 meters, but it's based on 100% walking speed. And what the devs have actually done is readjusted all the percentages in the roads and footpaths. And just to show you the baseline, the asphalt footpath with lamps now is the 100% walking speed, where when it was first released on an update about a week ago, I think it was 123%. So what's actually happened is that is now the baseline for the percentage calculations. So, and just to show you that, is what I've done is I've set this road up here. I've got to get the right one. I think this is the one. If I come in here, you'll see that I've been able to connect two dwellings together with a asphalt footpath with lamps, and it's now and it's showing a walking distance of 478 meters. Now remember, that is a pure single footpath with nothing in between, because normally what would happen is they'd be walking across a mixture of footpaths and roads. But correspondingly now all the other percentages have been adjusted. And just to go through that, you can see that the asphalt footpaths is 95%, where before it was 120. And what that does is it reduces the walking distance on an asphalt footpath to, I think it's about 460. I think I actually did the percentage calculation. It came out at 456, but I did manage to get a little bit more from that. I've got 459. And then if I move down to the gravel footpath, sorry, we come to the gravel footpath, you will see that the gravel footpath now is 87%, compared to like it was before 112. Now, this one does seem to be a bit shorter than it was before, because it comes in at 419 meters. And I did a quick calculation. Now, I will apologize if I got the old percentages wrong, because I'm working from memory, and because I think originally it was 112%, and the distance calculated for that would have been 448. Then if we go down to the mud footpaths, just to show you the mud footpath, that's 50%. I think originally it was 60%, and that came out at 240 meters, and that's fairly close to what is already here at the moment. And so it seems what the devs have done is actually taken a baseline of 480 meters at 100% walking speed, and then recalculated all the relevant footpaths back down again. I also get a feeling that they've kind of adjusted the asphalt footpath a little bit, and maybe even the gravel one, so that it gives a reasonably balanced number of steps to give players a reason to move up. Because I think originally when the asphalt with lights footpaths were released, and I looked at them at the beginning and I thought, well, it's a lot of money to spend to get an extra 12 meters, but of course now you're going to get an extra 22 meters. And they've also done the same with roads. And if I start at the bottom, now the mud roads, the percentage distance is still the same, which is 240 roughly, which is the equivalent to mud footpaths. The gravel road is very similar as well. I think originally that was 75% walking speed, which gave a distance of 300 meters, and that comes out now at 200. I think this one is 200. No, it's just over 300 meters. So that's the same. An asphalt road originally had 95% walking speed, and that came out at 380. And I think this is still now, it was 382. Yeah, so it's in the ballpark area. Bear in mind that this is not a fully organized test. Now, the one that seems to have the biggest change is that this one, if I show you it first, it comes in at 421, where I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that the original walking speed for an asphalt road with streetlights was 115%, which I did a quick calculation, and that comes out at 460 meters. So they seem to have nerfed the walking distance a little bit on the the asphalt road with streetlights. But when you bear in mind that if you wanted a bit more distance, all you got to do really is just complement this with asphalt footpaths, which is what you probably would do anyway. Hopefully that explains why, if you look into your current Let's Play and you're expecting the distances to jump up, that's the reason why the distances haven't jumped up and increased. So just to recap, guys, yes, you've now got 480 meters walking distance, I think, but it shouldn't substantially change the walking distances on your current Let's Plays, because what the devs have done is effectively rebalanced everything. In fact, I did a quick calculation. I think the actual overall walking distance you could have achieved with exclusively asphalt footpaths with lights has been reduced by 12 meters, because I think I calculated it at 492 meters. Anyway, hope that makes sense to you guys. And what we'll do now is we'll just flip back to the normal save game. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully that video made sense. So the bottom line is that although they've increased the walking distance, they've rebalanced the roads and the footpaths, so that in theory, if you're using a current save game like this, or you've already restarted, there should be no effect on your save game to the change in parameters. Anyway, so hopefully that all makes sense, guys. And my main takeaway from that is the fact that when you're building new cities, considering where you want asphalt footpaths is going to be quite important. And so the next thing I want to say is a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. And I did get a comment about the logistics associated with setting up vehicle maintenance. And I'll be completely upfront, it's been an absolute nightmare trying to get it. And if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that I got to a point where I started setting them up. I literally played for about 2 hours on slow speed all through the winter, around to, I think it was almost it was March, just trying to sort out the problems. And one top tip I am going to give you guys is, considering the number of different types of materials, if I can find the maintenance thing, setting up all the distribution for all these different materials, steel, fabric, electronics, electro components, mechanical components, and plastics, The mistake I made is that I dumped them all into, I think it was this distribution office, and I also bought some extra trains, but I didn't, but I mixed it with the food and clothes distribution on a big scale. And what actually happened was, if I come up down to here, not there, over here, good old Ironton. Ironton's always been my problem child. And if I can switch on the happiness, I don't know if it's actually recovered yet. You see the happiness is still down in the low 70s. You've got 158% here, although this has got workers. I think I can start letting workers into there now. Yeah, we've got a few workers to come in here. And you can see my population is only just recovering as well. And if I show you up there, I lost about 2.5, nearly 3,000 workers, predominantly from this area. This Ironton was just about to go into a death spiral, and it was purely down to the fact that the trains from the distribution office weren't delivering the food. You can see they're still struggling a little bit to keep the food delivered even now, and that's, I think, it's one of the consequences of having this distribution system. Although I think the stores should be full now. Yeah, so that's okay there. And my main takeaway from that is the fact that you need two separate distribution centers. In fact, I go as far as saying that eventually you're going to need three distribution networks. One for the food basics for the population. Where you go? Oh, you're exporting chemicals. Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to need one network to support your basic demands for your population, another network to support maintenance for both buildings and vehicles. So the vehicles is the bigger one. And then what you're also going to probably need is network, which is going to support the waste distribution, because I also had a bit of a comment about setting up the waste system and what you do with waste, because I'll be completely upfront. I'm not exactly too sure how it all fits together, because one of the things that really gets me is pollution, because I can't show it to you because this is all quite literally stuck up. I think this is the explosives factory, isn't it? It's scrap yards. I don't know, to be honest. Anyway, guys, so that is the current situation. Now, one area where I've got a potential problem is up here, because this building this area has been very, very slow, and I'm not sure. I've got no drinking water, no vehicles to repair. Okay, so we got it in here. What I had to do in the end here was actually resort to purchasing most of the supplies from the border, which I'm not particularly happy with. But I mean, I've got enough money to do it, but was hoping not to. Mainly because hauling everything up here has been a bit of a chore. And of course, the other thing that's happened, yeah, I've forgotten all about this, is that because I'm distributing mechanical components and steel, my poor old steel mill here is struggling, especially as we're just coming out of winter. And I really think I'm going to need some more trucks here. So my design floor, although to be honest, when I built this was meant to be a temporary steel mill to provide the construction from this area, and then eventually it would be replaced. But I've got a bit of a problem here now, in the sense that because of the sheer demand for steel now, it's we're gonna have a bit of a problem. So what I'm gonna do is see if I can fit in another distribution office. I think the distribution office we got here, this is the one that's doing it, because this is the pickup point here. So if I could get another distribution office in here, let's see, distribution office, I think I can get a 7 in there. Maybe just tilt it a little bit. No, don't like that, looks a bit clumsy. Put a one just here, and we get the road crew on it. This is my road crew. I've rearranged these construction offices. So we got this one for building maintenance. Oh, okay, we've actually got a building that's triggered maintenance. Okay, what is the interesting? Let me just have a quick look. Mechanical components and steel. So it looks like it's actually wear and tear on the machines. Yeah, machine replacement in progress. Okay. That means that I've got another little bit of a problem here in the fact that this isn't working now. Question is, why haven't you picked this up? You picked it up? Yeah. Sources without steel, yeah. I've got a feeling when it comes to maintenance, this is going to be one of my big problem areas. Let me just see. Yeah, off the boards. I think originally I was dragging the steel up from Black Country. I think what we're going to have to do is make rail. We're going to have to import the steel for this one as well. Yeah, choice. Because basically the steel is never really going to come up from here. Where's the steel import? It's small customs. Where's the steel? Okay, we're going to remove you for the moment. And you're just going to put the steel in here for the vehicles. Hopefully we'll get that linen factory fixed. So it goes to show that element of the gamer's move. In fact, I think what I'll do is yeah, this guy should have picked up that. Yep. I'm trying to resist the temptation now to bring the helicopters in all the time now. Let's just see. Let's check this one then. Have you got anything here? No, you're good. I don't think we've picked up anything for road vehicles just yet. And the the other thing I want to check is I've got a question and a speculation, guys, because I've got a feeling, and if any of you guys can confirm this, feel free to chuck it in the comments. This advertising campaign seems to be a research you can do over and over and over again, that you do it and it actually gives a boost to your tourists, but it only lasts so long, because I've researched this this one several times, well, once deliberately and once accidentally, thinking I hadn't done it. And it looks very much like that's the way this works. You click the advertising research and it boosts your tourism, but you've got to keep doing it over and over again. Apologies, guys. I've got my workroom window open and the wind's blowing in. It just blew papers all over my desk. So what we've got here is in the HQ, you've got these multiple research, which is in the sense is advertising and these connections, which you research in order to be able to unlock them, to actually to be able to build a border connection. I think I'm just going to research one of those because I might want to put in another border connection. So I think it might pay to have one in the kind of in the vault, in the bank, ready in case you actually need it. So that's the current situation over here. Now what I want to do is we're going to come into vehicles and turn on and show wear and tear. Right, we got a water system truck. Where are you? Oh, great. You're where are you then? You're actually here. Okay, so maybe we got an opportunity here. Just want to see. Oh yeah. Apologies, guys. It's been a really rough morning. thing I need to do is actually no. We're going to test this because I've got a feeling I need to get build these covered holes to go out and repair things. We need to set that. So if we can find that truck there, whole map. Oh wow, we got a ZU trolley bus here. 48, 43%. Wow, somebody's even bigger than 42%. But I think we'll start with 1,000. I mean, we haven't got to 50%, so we can afford to mess about with this. And we should be able to force the repair. So we've now forced this into repair. Whoops. It's got to be in the middle of trees, isn't it? It's one of these. Does it say which one? No, it's the TZA. It's this one. So it's telling us it needs to be repaired. Now the question is, this is here. So, are these guys doing anything? I don't know if you guys have got. No. No. So it looks very much like we got to turn on these and these. That because you've got workers. Okay. Speed up a bit. It might take a little while for it to. Just see the distance. Is that actually? Well, it says it should go out to repair. Okay. I'm confused. Just waiting for repair. Yeah, it's gone to a vehicle repair station. Okay, I don't care, game. Right, where? So where are you? You're here. Have you sent out a truck? This is what I'm trying to find out, guys. No, it's not that one. Okay, so the truck's on the way. Obviously, the game might have a priority process. I mean, it doesn't. Okay, so you've gone in there. Is there any way we can see this repair process? Let me just look. It was this one, wasn't it? Okay, it's down here. It's saying it's being repaired there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can actually see the text, but you can see it says repair percent wear and tear. So one's going up, which is the one just below where it says repair in progress, and the other one is going down. So the truck goes out to the distribution office, but if you want to know what's being repaired, you actually got to click on the repair station. So how do you know about? And that's actually gone out, and it says allow repair in building vehicles on lines. So maybe we need to switch that on for if we can find a bus. So that vehicle. So we've repaired that guy. I know it's a bit pointless because he's a. So we need to turn these things on. So that isn't related to. Yeah. So okay. Let's just have another look. All map. Wear and tear. 40. We got ZU88 trolley bus. Now. Trolley buses is something that's quite interesting because he can't go anywhere. I think we can. What I'm going to do is allow to repair and see what he does. we're just going to follow him. Now he can't go to the depot. He's gone to the bus stop, so he's just kind of going backwards and forwards. So there's a depot here. Will he go back to the depot? No. Okay. So do we have a problem here with respect to this? You just look, are you in range? See, he's actually done the depot, but he's not going to that actual bus station. Which one is it? This is the one, it's this guy, isn't it? They're searching for a repair station. Say if I send you to the depot, all that. But you're in there now. Will these guys pick up that? Yeah. So he will be repaired by sending him to the depot, but that's a manual process. What we really need up here is a trolleybus end station, don't we? Because this is just the right. So next things first. Just gonna come in here. Where's the end stations? Never find them. Where are they? Trolleybus end station. I put you smack opposite. Actually, we'll put you about here. And then again, halfway between. Okay, we'll put you about there. So it's going to take time to build this. Probably this guy's not got anything to do. Nope. So we're going to have to use you because you're not set to detect roads. Okay. Just waiting for repair. Have you been repaired? No. So you're still being repaired. Let's just have a look. Repair status. This vehicle is on the way. So does that mean we've got a covered hole going up this way to do the repair? Okay, let me just look. Okay, we've got a covered hole going out to do. So basically, to repair in a depot, the covered hole has to go in there. Stop on the slot. Fascinating. I've got a feeling this is going to be one of my new forms of entertainment for a little while to go. It's just seeing how all the different vehicles go. So this guy is. Let's just see. Yeah, you can just see here the repairs in progress. Takes time as well. You can see the resources being consumed. It's fascinating. Right, so that's now finished. That means this guy is ready to go. We can send him on his way back to being a good little soldier for the Republic. So we know we can manually repair in depots, and these guys go out. I don't know if I can find anyone who will. Let's have a look here. Wear and tear. whole map. Anyone in a bad way. Actually, let's have a look. Right, boxcars and trains. We got a train that needs repairing. Where's that? Oh, great. Okay. Which one needs repairing? You're out and about. They're all out and about. This is not good. Maybe I shouldn't be interfering with trains. Wear and tear 48%. Where are you? Okay, it says you're actually in here. So, force repair. There in any indication in here that a train is being repaired? So it doesn't really tell you. Question is, has it been picked up by the repair station? Although we don't know which one it would be. Okay, let me just see. Oh, wrong one. That's the maintenance building. That's not been picked up. How about the other one down here? Nope. Have I just crippled one of my trains? Waiting for repair. That's waiting to be repaired. Guy sneaked up on me. Where are you from then? Wow. Okay, so the game's got its own view on how it picks up things. That's interesting, but we do know that we can repair a train in a distribution office that's got links as well. I'm happy about that, because I was half expecting to send all my trains back to the depot. And that train's being repaired. As soon as once it's been repaired, it will do its due diligence and get back onto the route again. So as long as we've got coverage and all that, so we've covered trucks, we covered trains, we got potential for a trolley bus. We've got a prison bus here. Well, I better stop, guys. I'm just going to bore you completely to tears on this. What I'll do is a little bit more work off camera. It's important that I know how this mechanic works and where the weaknesses are. I know some of you think, well, he's a bit crazy that he wants to know all this, but I'm afraid it's the way my mind works. No, because oh yeah, that leads into something else that I want to ask any of you guys if you actually know the answer. Buildings now have a lifespan, so do vehicles. As far as I'm concerned, if I put a building up in this game, it's going to stay there until I finish the series. So what is the significance of the building lifespan? The only thing I can think of is that defines the rate of wear and tear. You know, the building gets older, it might get get more wear and tear later on. That also applies to vehicles as well, because I'm pretty sure vehicles have a lifespan as well, though I'm not exactly sure where I can see it. I think I probably would have to go to a custom shed and take a look. Now, I know the lifespan is tied to what I want to talk to next, which is auto replace vehicles. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. Nope. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. If I click on these, I'm going to buy it, aren't I? Anyway, vehicles do have a lifespan. What I want to do now is just look at this. And what this is the auto vehicle replacement. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I've got no real idea how this works beyond the obvious, because at the moment I've got it switched off. So if we switch it on, it becomes active, and you can set conditions here. So you can say I want a vehicle that's so it's got a wear and tear of 50 and an age of say 30. Well, most all my vehicles are about say 20, be generous, 25, 24. And so we get that there. And then what we got on the left hand side here is it says from depot, from vehicle storage purchased now. So I'm assuming what happens is that when one of these vehicles gets to a certain age, it actually it becomes eligible to be replaced. In fact, I'm not exactly sure. 47, 100, got 106 of these. Wow. Is it telling me how many have I got? 27 of them. And you can also filter by vehicles. Yeah, so I've got 9. So it actually tells you how many vehicles it is, how old, roughly how old they are. And then it gives you the options on this side. Now, I'm assuming that the crosshairs cannot be bought by for money. I'm assuming that these can't be bought because they're no longer available. So that if I wanted to make sure I could replace these, I would have to go through and choose a suitable replacement. So what should we have? A Stanley's S100. Oh no, let's do this one. So it's saying that the only suitable replacement for this is a small feeder. Okay, interesting. About an airy. Have I still got airy steam trains in this game? Let's see. Let's see where they are. Okay, so we'd set that. Oh, I think I know where the airy steam trains are. Actually, while we're here, I think I got a notice that the research was running out. Yeah, we've only got one research left, which is nuclear power plant. That completes virtually all the research except for birth rate and those repeat ones now, which we are doing down here. So again, if I show you, this is finished. You can see, so we've researched it and it's gone back like that, and the research is retrieved backwards into, so you can do it again. So that just gives a boost to your tourism, but it's not permanent. So that is the current situation. How's the steel down here? How's my steel mill going? Still struggling to iron. You can see that I can't put too many in here because I'd have to put an unloader here. As you can see that these guys just can't keep up now with demand. Maybe putting extra trucks on might not be such a good idea. So I mean, if any of you got any tips about setting this stuff up, feel free to chuck it in the comments, because I'll be honest, I think it's going to take a little while to get it sorted. And my inclination is to actually turn that off at the moment. In fact, if I was starting a new series, I would probably turn this off until such time as I was ready to go. Right, I just want to take another look at building maintenance, wear and tear. Whole map. We got anybody that's... So we got a hunting hut in Stilton for 34%. Got a plastics factory here that's got no power. Interesting. There's no power supply. What's going on here? Oh, that's... Yeah, that's... it's my new town. Well, it's, for some reason, it's already got oil in it. Yeah, this is my new town, which I've, for the moment, I've virtually abandoned. For any of you who have been following the series for some time, see, things are being built out here, but I don't really want to do anything with this at the moment until I've got this logistics sorted out and everything else. Another big impact I had, I don't want to check here, is my fuel, because I was filling up all the various buildings with bits and pieces, and it worked quite well. How's my helicopter crew here? So we're kind of staying on top of things. I think we can probably push you up to 40% now. How's the... Why are you still being repaired? Oh, no resources, plastics. Okay, got your plastics. So it's stopped because of plastics. That means there's a weakness in my logistics supply. That's it. We just had a delivery of plastics. See, again, you get such small amounts in here. What that means is that this very small amount of plastics that needs to be delivered to here. So really and truthfully, here he goes again. Wow, yeah, so that's... Now that is something really worth knowing, and I'm starting to think that the only way you can make these depots more efficient would be to put a warehouse with them, so they've actually got more storage capacity. Because, I mean, if he's repairing a train and he's run out and he's now going to that rail distribution office, yeah, we definitely need a warehouse in here. But how the heck am I going to get a warehouse in here? That is big, very, very big. But you can't repair a train with, because this had 1.34 tons of capacity in there. True, I don't think this is only a medium one. Let's just have a quick look. Where's maintenance? Is there? Yeah, it says 3 tons of plastic, but of course that's split across the top. That's 6.3 tons. That's 10 tons of plastic. Yeah, that adds another dimension to this logistics situation, because and I think that will be a big issue if you can't do a complete job repairing a train or something big, and one of that relate to ships as well. That will do it, because this effectively this train over here has been out of commission now for some time. It'd be nice if there was some way you could actually see waiting for repair. This is the one that's being repaired, isn't it? And you're 83%, and you're waiting for plastic. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait here, and right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut the video and wait here for that covered hole to show up. I just want to see whether it will actually finish the repair. Okay guys, welcome back. You can see this truck's just come in. They don't seem to be carrying anything, so what okay, so what we're going to do is just watch this here. Right, looks like we just had another delivery of plastic. There's mechanical components, electronics now. Oh, but at least moly. This is it doesn't work like buildings where you get a breakdown of what it actually needs. But we need mechanical components and electronic components now to get that last 2%. If I do that, does that mean that this vehicle will leave? Again, if any of you guys know, feel free to chuck it in the video description. Vehicle online. So this guy's just sat here, waiting. Okay, I think we just got a delivery and we snatched it straight away a little bit too quickly, and so age of vehicle 3.94, empty weight maximum length. Okay. So that train looks like it's just been fully repaired now because it's been removed. So we are dealing in very small amounts, but the repair offices can't actually store that much. So there's a very real possibility that over time, especially if you've got a bit of a backlog, say you had vehicles queuing up in these areas here, and they needed these resources, yeah, we're definitely going to need to hook warehouses to these, especially on a big map. I mean, yeah, if on a small map you're okay, but that's not going to work in if you've got this, because if you had 4 or 5 vehicles in here waiting to be fixed and they were consuming those very small amounts. I'm starting to run out of time on this video, so I'm loath to start talking about waste management. So I think just have another quick look at what's going on. Got North Camp. You've actually got, you need to be repaired, but you're okay because we've got oh, it's this one. Okay. So you're coming up to 39%. Let's just check this guy. He's going at 50. Can we, I think I'm going to set you at 45 for machines. And also, just because I'm not because I want to get it efficient, I just want to be able to see these things. Oh, no, we've actually got repairs here somewhere already. North. Okay, it looks like where I was messing around, I've picked it up. Okay. So what happens now? It looks almost like, because but they've got no jobs. Let me just find him a job to do as a test. Stop, pause, please. I don't think I'm making that much money either. Yeah, all the logistics is costing me a fortune, and bearing in mind that I think in the last part I was making about 10 million I was making about 10 million a month. Now I'm down to about 4 million a month. So all this extra logistics work is costing a fortune. Have we actually built? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put you. Gonna get the heli cruise on. View picked up. Okay, let me just go back to here. Now, in theory, the repairs, it's not that one, it's this one, isn't it? Reconstruction in process. Okay, so a helicopter construction office can't do anything while it's in the process of being repaired. That is interesting. So this is the work here. It says North Camp Gravity Ash. It's been assigned to these construction offices that have been picked up. So they're going to have to bring concrete, gravel, and asphalt there to deliver. I'm sorry, didn't mean to close it. And while that's happening is that so when that's actually happening is this cannot work. Now that's very interesting because if this construction office, how much wear and tear have you got? Does it tell me? Wear and tear 4%. You've been repaired. It's like this one's actually been repaired. Okay, we're getting building repairs coming in now. One flashed in very quickly and flashed out again. For some reason, maybe having too many repair construction offices causes some confusion to the game. Anyway, guys, I think I better stop here before I drive you insane, because it's certainly starting to drive me insane. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming. Okay, guys, welcome back. Quite literally after I did the outro, what seems to have happened is these guys are trying to deliver steel, but it looks like they haven't got anywhere to actually land. It can't land. So effectively, I've got these guys trying to deliver concrete and steel, and they can't actually land on this helicopter platform. Just move you to there. If that will. Okay. I think it might have something to do with the way I've configured these. And these have now been able to get in and deliver and land on the pad. Yeah, I think what happened is obviously when this went offline, these guys have actually caused a bit of confusion. So it looks like there's a bit of blocking that goes on. If you have if you have a helicopter construction office repairing a helicopter construction office. Have a look. Yeah. And what we're waiting for now is the mechanism. Yeah, it looks like the workforce is coming by bus. So let me just see that. Yeah. So the workforce has been delivered by bus from another office. You can see it's now being repaired. And when they've got all the resources now, but we had that blocking, which is a cause for concern. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sit here and watch that actually finish, and I'll be right back. You can see there's some more workers coming in actually to speed up a little bit. Okay, guys, welcome back. This is now repaired, and what I can do now is pick you up and send you back to. Yeah, so it looks like very much like there's a potential issue related to a helicopter construction office repairing another construction office that's probably got a full complement of helicopters, although this has got a part complement. I think the tip to take away from this is the fact that what you really need to do is, for helicopter construction offices, you really need this setup where you've got this can repair directly, so that this will have full responsibility for maintaining this helicopter construction office. Therefore, there's no need to actually send any vehicles there. Maybe we'll test that in the next part. Anyway, for the second time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.